Hi everyone, I just made some soup in the Vitamix, and hi Arlene, you're the first one on here, and I thought I would periscope it after it was done. As you can see, it's still in the container, and if you look, the steam coming off the top of it, so you know that it's hot. And I will tell you what the ingredients are, and I can smell it, and it smells really good. And hi Dolores and anybody that's coming in, and I will give you the ingredients in just a minute. I've got it written on here. Let me go ahead and pour this into my bowl, and we'll see how much I get into it. Wow, it is nice and creamy. As you can see, it's not going to all go and fit into my bowl because there's more than enough. But wow, I like the flavor of that. I will tell you what it is. Let me go get a spoon first. Now I can taste it and see for sure. That is totally different. No, I'm eating this today. I'm eating this right now because it's hot. This is called cream of, good afternoon. Hi, good to see you. This is called cream of cauliflower soup. When Arlene had seen this on YouTube, she thought about me, so she sent me the link to it. So I watched it. And this is from the Raw Vegan. And of course, we know that everybody makes their soups up. He had made this soup up. And I was surprised that he had even put coconut in it and cashews. And you're going to be surprised too. The flavor is very good. I don't have any crackers, so I'm going to have to eat it without crackers. But anyway, it takes 2 cups of filtered water. That's the first thing I put into the container. Then I took 2 cups of cauliflower. I did not use the whole cauliflower. I used just part of it because it was a big cauliflower. So I cut it up into small little pieces and measured out 2 cups. And I think I probably got another 2 cups left. I put in a bag in the refrigerator. And then it took calls for 1 spring onion. I didn't have any spring onions, and I didn't want to go buy any. So I just had a little bit of yellow onion in my refrigerator. So I just cut a little chunk off, a couple small chunks, and put them in there. But you don't want too much onion because you don't want it to overpower the cauliflower. And then it takes a 1/4 clove of garlic. I had some cloves already cut up, so I used one of those. And 1 teaspoon of nutritional yeast, 2 handfuls of raw cashews, which I thought was amazing. So I had plenty of cashews, so I used two handfuls of that. 1 handful of the shredded coconut. I have the unsweetened coconut, so I used that. And a cube of the non-chick. I used a cube of this. I used one of those cubes and put that in there. And then you have salt and pepper to taste. Although I didn't use regular salt, and I didn't have any pepper. I put Himalayan sea salt in it. But as you can see, it's got a very good color to it, and it actually tastes very good. This is one I've been wanting to do. It's a lot cooler here today, so I can make this soup and get a little warmed up. But I wanted to do this. I've been wanting to do this, and I looked for the recipe, and I found it, and I thought, well, I'm going to make this. It takes a little time to prepare everything, cut all the cauliflower and everything up, but it came out great. As you can see, the color of it is really nice. Of course, you know the cauliflower is white anyway. But to put cashews in it and coconut, I could not believe that they actually had cashews and coconut in it. That's really Hi, Valerie. Good to see you. You can see what my soup looks like. I can hold it up a little bit. I've got everything in there, and I'll post the recipe up on YouTube so that you guys can see what I put into it and what it calls for. And you can make it yourself. Hi, good to see you. Because it's actually anything you have in your refrigerator. And I did buy some cauliflower because I didn't have any cauliflower. I blend it for about 5-6 minutes. That's about all it takes. And steam was coming off the top. Because the longer you leave it blend, the friction from the blades heats it up. And when this was getting hot, it doesn't it though? But you don't want to blend, but it'll never get boiling because that's too hot. But it gets hot, just hot enough sometimes that I can't eat it right away. I have to let it cool down. But you blend it for anywhere from 4 to 6 minutes. I really didn't time it all that much. I just came out and checked on it, make sure it was hot on here, and then I took it out. Because I was watching a video on YouTube, so I kind of lost track of time. But anyway, basically that's what you do. And it came out really nice. It looks good. And I know it's going to taste good too because I've already tasted it. It's going to taste really good. And like I said, I will post it up on YouTube so you guys will have the recipe yourself. Now, I'm not saying that it won't work in another blender. It might just work in another blender, but since I have the Vitamix, it blends it up really nice. Another blender may work, a high-power blender like a Blendtec or whatever. I don't know if you can make soup in that one or not. You may have to do it over the stove. I don't know. But having the, the Vitamix really works out handy because I just, cut the cauliflower up and what I needed to cut up and put everything else in there. And they call for filtered water. So if you have filtered water, that's the best to use. That's what I try to use in all my soups. I had some on hand, so that's what I started with. You put that at the very bottom. But I'm doing this because I want to help other people to live this lifestyle that I'm living, because we could all be on this plant-based diet. It's not hard. I know a lot of people say, well, you get on a plant-based diet, it's a boring diet, you don't get nutrition, but you do. You get nutrition from all your fruits and vegetables. Oh, you hope to buy a Vitamix, but believe me, once you do, you'll wonder why you didn't buy one a long time ago. They are so handy. And since I've had mine, I've been wanting to do a lot of cooking with it. Erlene constantly sends me pictures of things that she has made in hers or recipes that we can both do in our Vitamixes because we're enjoying using them. It's making me feel better. It's making me look better. My sleeping patterns are really good, I'll tell you, this morning. I didn't wake up till 7:30 this morning, and that's unusual for me. I'm usually up by 6:30, but here I slept till 7:30. So I can tell that my sleeping patterns are getting a lot better. I sleep like a baby. I don't wake up until I need to, but the Lord wakes me up every morning. Yeah, it sure is, Erlene. It is a lot of fun, because it's amazing what you could make with the Vitamix. I didn't realize how much fun they are to use until I got mine. I've seen other people use them, and of course when you see other people use them, you're kind of skeptical and say, oh yeah, it doesn't really do that, does it? But when you get it, you find out it really does what they say it does, that and more. You can do so many things with the Vitamix. So if you haven't got a Vitamix, try to invest in one because you'll be really happy with yourself. It'll be the best investment you ever made. Welcome to those coming in. And here's my soup. I'll hold it up to you. It's cream of cauliflower. I won't go into what it has in it. I will just post it up on YouTube so that you can see the recipe for yourself because it's got a lot in it. I'm gonna make that same cheese that she made. I haven't made it yet, but I'm going to make that. She posted up on Facebook, and I haven't been in there this morning, but I'm going to look at that. But I intend to make that too. I've got 2 different cheese recipes. I got one for sliced cheese, and I got one for cheese that's smooth, like you put a macaroni and cheese, which I intend to make that one so I can make macaroni and cheese. I do this because I want to help everybody to live well and be strong, as Stacy says. We could all do that. Live better and eat better. I bet it did. I bet it really did. We should all learn to live better and eat better. And one good way is the plant-based diet. You want to make your own too? Oh, you can do it. It's real easy to do it. Just tell yourself you can do it, and you'll be able to do it fine, Dolores. I mean, they're simple. I have been looking for so many recipes on the YouTube for whether it's ice cream recipes or soup recipes or smoothies. There's so many out there. Good to see you. Welcome. Hi. Good to see you, Alicia. And here's my soup. It's very good. I won't give you the ingredients because it's a long list of ingredients, but I'm going to post the video up on YouTube. So if you're following me on YouTube, subscribe to it. I will put the recipe up there so that you can make it yourself. And like I said, another blender. Hi to those just coming in. If I don't recognize your name, it's because I'm busy talking, but I appreciate you all coming in. If you're not following me on YouTube, then follow me so you can get the recipes, because that's where I like to post them at. Because there's a lot of people that are on YouTube that do not have Periscope, so they'll go on there to see what recipes they can make, or get some truth-filled words from the gospel and things like that. But I do this because I want other people to be on this plant-based diet too. Believe me. If you think it was easy, it really wasn't easy, because it was a struggle at first. But I did it cold turkey, and once I realized that the meat was not good for me, I just let it go. And I have never turned back and looked at it since, and I won't either. I will never look at the meat again. I won't touch it, because I've got a Vitamix now that I can make my own foods. That's what we all need to do. We ought to make our own foods. Don't buy that stuff in the store. It's got chemicals in it. Just look under the name of Karen Watterson, and you'll find it. I have something like 65, 67, something like subscribers. Not that many, but I'll take what I can get, and I'm so thankful for the ones I do have. So just look under Karen Watterson, and you will see it. I've got them separate it out into playlists. I've got a separate playlist for the Vitamix recipes. Anything I make in the Vitamix is in its own playlist called Vitamix recipes. Everything else is on playlists as well. But you can go in there and you can check out the videos and see if there's something that you might want to make. That's, I post a recipe to, and it was Philip the Overcomer that had talked to me about this once. He says, Karen, if you want people to make it, you have to post the recipe up on the YouTube. And I got to thinking, yeah, you're right, Philip. I don't know why I never thought of that before. So I have to go in there in some of those and start going back over my YouTube videos and changing it, editing them and putting the recipes down. I have a few I've done, but not everything. But now when I upload them to YouTube, automatically I put the recipe in the description box, because I know that people will want the recipe. They'll want to do it themselves. And if you don't have the recipe there, you're not going to know what it takes to make it. And like I said, this is from the Raw Vegan. And I like watching his YouTube videos because he makes a lot of good things. And when I saw this recipe, I thought, well, that's simple enough to make. All I had to do was buy the cauliflower, because I didn't have it. So I bought one of those the other day. And like I said, I used half of it. The other half, I cut it up and put it in a plastic bag. It's in my refrigerator. And I think I got enough to make another thing of soup. But it's just real simple. Just find yourself a simple recipe. I'm one of these kind. The simple, the better. It doesn't have to be complicated. If there's not a lot of work to it, I'll fix it. If there's a lot of work to it, not quite as much. Now, there is a cheese recipe where I have to cook potatoes and carrots, but that's fine because it looks like an interesting one to do. And Erlene sent me that one too. I think she thought of me when she thought about making it as well. But it's one sliceable and another one is like a sauce kind. But like I said, that's good for putting on things like macaroni, because I like macaroni and cheese, and I've been hesitating buying any macaroni and cheese in the box because you can't eat the cheese in there, and I don't think we should have that macaroni either. So I'll have to get some organic macaroni and now I got to make my own cheese. I can put that on there. It probably tastes so much better anyway, and we can all learn how to make our own foods. It's not complicated. It's not hard, and we know they'll be a lot better for us because we know what's in them. I'm not putting chemicals in my body because we all know the foods that are in the grocery store, in those processed foods, they have chemicals in them that are not fit for human consumption. We don't know half of what those chemicals are. You can't pronounce them, let alone want to put them in your body. And I'm not about to put anything in my body that I can't pronounce. And I know everything I put in here, it's everything I have in my refrigerator, stuff that you have around the house. And in fact, if you want to make it do your own cauliflower soup or potato soup, make your own recipes up. That's what I did for my vegetable soup. Take things you got in the refrigerator, just put them in your Vitamix or your blender or whatever you have, and make your own soup. You can do it that way too. I find it simple that way. If I can't find a recipe for something, then I'll just make it myself. That's what I do with the vegetables. I still haven't found a good vegetable soup recipe, so I'll just continue to make the one I made the other day. I got a tomato soup recipe that I'm following in my cookbook. So, but it's real simple to make your own foods and be diligent with it and keep wanting to do it. Once you start on this journey, you're not going to want to stop. This has kept me going. It's kept me grounded because you come in here and you follow me and you watch me make these. It's kept me going, and I'm thankful for that because it makes me want to do more of it. And I'm going to continue to do it as long as I can. And I think we should all be willing to make our own food. Don't buy that processed food anymore. I don't buy processed foods. I don't buy milk. I don't buy cheese. I don't buy eggs. Don't eat that stuff anymore. It's not good for you. People might think it is because they think that's where you get all your protein, but not really. The meat's going to kill you. If I can stop cold turkey, anybody can. And I was the worst skeptic of all. Is this really going to work? Because I have been struggling with my weight my whole life, and I thought, is this going to work? But you know something? It has worked, and it continues to work. I haven't weighed myself in a couple days. I don't know what I weigh now. I'll probably weigh myself in the morning again after I get out of my shower. After I get out of the shower, I'll weigh myself before I get dressed, because that's the best time to weigh yourself. And I'll find out if I've lost any. If I haven't, that's fine. But as long as I haven't gained any, I'm happy about that too. Because I know I'm not going to lose every day, but I'm slowly getting down there. And I'll be a total different person. I'll feel like a different person. And that's good too, because I want to feel like a different person. I don't want to be like the same old me, what I've been struggling with my weight my whole life, because that is a struggle that I don't wish for anybody. Believe me, it's hard, because you don't put it on overnight, and you certainly can't take it off overnight. I found that out. You can't take it off at night overnight at all. It's too hard to get it off. So I recommend if you want to start losing weight, get on a plant-based diet. You'll lose the weight. People say you can't really lose weight on a plant-based diet. Until they've been on it, they're never going to know. You go on it and you'll find out it's a lot better for you. You'll be a lot healthier, and you'll feel better, you'll sleep better, and you know what's in your food. That's the most important thing. You know what's in there. And everything you put in it, everything I put in this, it's all good for me. It's food I have in my refrigerator, and it's not going to harm me at all. It's stuff that we can eat as people that are health reformers. If you want to call us health reformers, that's what we are. We can eat everything I put in here. So I hope that you all can decide to go the route I've gone, because you're going to feel a lot better if you do. I think I'm going to have to start eating this soup before it gets too cold. But I thank you all for coming in, the live viewers as well as the replay viewers. And I may come on later to do the cheese. And if I don't get the cheese done today, I will definitely make it on Sunday, because Sabbath will roll around pretty fast here because the days are so short. Like I said, I'll try to come on later. If I don't come on, don't hold me to it. So I'll probably come on Sunday instead. But so I thank you all for coming on, the live viewers as well as the replay viewers. Thank you for supporting me. I hope you all have a great and blessed day, and have a great and blessed Sabbath coming up. God bless you all. Take care, and bye-bye.